Hey guys, with Diablo 4 just around the corner, I figured it'd be a good idea to cover some of the character customization options in it for those who are interested or not sure if they want to buy it. So, like all Diablo games, you're going to have multiple classes you can pick from. So if we click on Create New Character, it's going to show us the 5 classes that are available to Diablo 4. You have the Barbarian, which is obviously a brutality, melee-based kind of spec. You have a Necromancer, who's going to be all about summoning the undead and bringing in as much additional damage as they can through their minions. You have the Sorcerer, who's going to be all about ranged magical damage, big spells, big booms. You have the Rogue, who's going to be a mixture between melee and ranged dexterity-based damage. And then you have the Druid, who I have never actually played or seen yet, but I'm going to assume it's going to be a very tanky class. Maybe not as much damage, or it's going to be the inverse of that, similar to like World of Warcraft, one of Blizzard's other IPs, and it might be more of a combination where you can be more damagey or tanky. But at the end of the day, it's Diablo. Everything wants to do a lot of damage and everything wants to blow shit up. So, when it comes to the character customization screen, as you can see, they all are gender locked at the moment. But upon entering and picking one, for example, the Barbarian, you do have the option to pick your gender, or body type, as they call it. Once you pick your body type, you will have the option to do a preset. Presets are not all there is. You can also then customize it. If you don't like how you look, you can choose your skin tones, which are all over the place, even some interesting ones. Not sure what kind of skin tone you would consider that one, but all power to it. You can change your eye color, so you can have varying different eye colors. And then you can also change your face. So each gender slash character, or sorry, each body type slash character has a different face. So you can pick whichever one you would like. It's got multiple different hairstyles you can pick from for each one. And it's got multiple different facial hairs for the men, or more male body type. You've got different hair colors. And one thing I noticed that I didn't notice quite at first when I was making my first character is that there are some mixed colors. Some fades or gradients, if you will. This one being my favorite personally. And then on the next page you have accessories. So you have makeup, which is mostly like eyeliner or war paints and stuff like that. Depending on which kind of character you're trying to build will determine what you'd want to use for that. And the number 1 option is always nothing. So no matter what, if you go to number 1, you will not have anything applied. Same goes for jewelry. So jewelry impacts on the ears. Here, let me change the hair to show it off a little better. That works. So jewelry includes both earrings, piercings, and nose rings. There's quite a few options, and they're actually very impressive, even just with their animations and movement. So we are going to quickly just do that. Give him a nice bushy beard. We'll find something interesting to give him. Now, what you can also do is markings. So markings are basically a body tattoo. There's no, as I said, number 1, absolutely nothing. And with markings, there's actually different sheets with 4 on each sheet. So it's not just 6 tattoos, it's actually 24. But they're actually, some of them are fantastic. Now, from what I've seen, tattoos are the same across all classes, but there are different hairstyles, skin tones, as well as, I believe, eye colors, depending on what class you pick. I really like that one. Now, for these tattoos, you also have the option to change the color of them as well. So it's currently in fresh blood, but we can change it to like a cyan paint, blue paint, purple mana, bright white, inked tattoo, which is probably going to be the standard for some people. Henna. Scars, which I think is kind of interesting to make it like almost a scar in itself. Orange paint, yellow, camouflage paint, which was John Cena this, and green moss. That's actually kind of cool. I might do that on the druid. But for barbarian, I prefer either this or the fresh blood. I think fresh blood, because that's just imposing. Let's see, which one shall I pick for him? It's actually really cool if you look at the shoulder here. They even applied kind of what looks to be like a smeared texture to it. Which is very well done for modern games. I will give Blizzard credit on that. I think we'll go with this one here. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. And then after that, you can choose to select whether it's going to be hardcore or not. You get to name your character. Let's have some fun. Oh, can't even fit my name in there. Alright. I'm Skullig. And then from there, you can actually choose which world tier you would like to do. So if you want to do World Tier 1, World Tier 2. World Tiers, you will have more options as you progress throughout the game. Generally, it's just a way to get better loot and more loot, but it also increases the difficulty of the enemies. If you're brand new to the game, definitely go for World Tier 1. But if you've played any Diablo game, World Tier 2 is perfectly fine. It's not hard at all. And then you start that, it's going to load up the game. Okay, so now that we've had our character created, I just exited the game temporarily just so I can show you more about the character creator. We will look just at some of the options for the other classes, but I will not make any more classes. So as you can see, male and female. The body types are also locked to the actual classes, so some classes will be bulkier, some will not. When you go to do it again, multiple customization options. All the different skin tones. I find the Necromancer is actually an interesting one because they all have very pale skin tones. Very sickly looking ones for some of them. But they don't have much options in terms of like a more natural look. So like even if you try to go for the natural look, it looks a bit off. Well, depending on you as an individual. But they do have access to red eyes, which I think are very cool. That is something that you don't see often. They call it Vampire Red. Hairstyles. As you can see, there's a variety of hairstyles unique to the Necromancer's class. Same with the facial hairs, all very unique to the class. So you can make your crazy ass undead man. And once again, they have the mixture colored hairs versus like a black or a white. They have a black/white. The red fire and the auburn white. So auburn white's kind of interesting for just the gradient that it creates there. I'd like to see more of these. Oh, they do have teal white. Okay, that's one more, teal/white. But I would like to see more of these, the gradient options. I think they give a lot more for customization. As you can see, the tattoos are all the same. And the jewelry options, I believe, are actually unique. Some of them are unique, but some of them will be the same. Or they might all be the same for that one. Makeup, same thing. Effects, just the eyeliner/war paint. And then we go back. Go quickly into the wizard. Same idea, different skin tones. Varying eye colors. Azure like the white incandescent. Looks like it's glowing. Absolutely beautiful. Different face types. Hairstyles. Now the females tend to have, or the second body type if you will, tend to have a different stylization of hair, but they do seem to be pretty consistent with the exception of the necromancer that I've seen so far. But for the most part, you can make whatever stands out to you. Accessories, change the makeup as always. And you can change your jewelry. And then your markings. And you can make a character that looks absolutely awesome. While you are in the character customization menu, you can actually also view your character if it were to have an endgame armor on it. Get an idea of what it will look like with the endgame armor, or some examples of it. You also have the option to randomize all. So you can do completely random character generated by the game for you if you don't care for character customization, but you want to quickly find something that suits your palette. Could save you a lot of time, but at the same time, it comes down to you as an individual. Next is the Rogue, which is going to be the class I'm going to be playing to start. The Rogue, once again, 2 body types. When you're playing the game, you do actually have the option to switch between your bow or your daggers based on the skills that you talent into. Lots of options for stylization. Once again, face options, skin tone options, eye color options. This one has purple incandescent. It doesn't actually have the clear one from before. So there is some variety in eye color options between the classes, which I absolutely love that. That's great. Hair color, pick whatever you like. Hairstyles, as you can see, the hairstyles are very similar based on the class that you choose. Facial hair options. All your tattoos as normal. No real changes there. And then your jewelry types. And again, you can view it with your finalized armor or some of your mid to late game armor on there. And then we will look at the final class, the Druid. This is the one I'm most interested in, because I never got to play a Druid back in the day. So this one I am genuinely curious about, whether it has some very interesting or pretty standardized customization. Oh, gotta go for the big hair. Gotta go for the big hairy chest. Green eyes. So it's got some unique hairstyles, like this one seems to be unique to the Druid from what I've seen. Alright, I'm thinking... yeah, we could try that one. I think that works. And we'll just give him... ah, there we go. A nice bushy beard to go with it that matches the thematics. What kind of hair color should we go for? So this is a good example of the hair color pattern, so the red fire. So in this previous cases, it was more black than it is red, and this one it's more red than it is black. I think that's really cool. I might go with the teal/white. Like, kind of like the aged look for a druid. Oh, there's a poison one for Druid. That's cool. I might go with that. Now, makeup is color locked from what I am aware of, so if you see one you like, unfortunately you cannot change the color of it. But thankfully they tend to work for most setups that you can design, choose to make. Like, I'll probably go with this one here. And tattoos. I think I'm gonna go for something more like wild-like for his tattoos. That's cool. That is dope. I love the wolf pelt helm. It looks almost like a Wendigo with its horns. Something a little more tribal with them. Okay. Let's go with, where was it? I believe this is the one, yeah. This is the one I like. That way it shows up a little bit even if I'm wearing some armor. Okay, and then we're gonna go to finalize, because we're happy with where it's at. Actually, jewelry. Let's pick... yeah, something like that. I'll try to just be quick with this, so that way I'm not wasting any of your time. Where was that one? That had the, this one? That one. Okay, we'll just go with that. Make it quick. And, okay, name the character. Let's go with... I'm trying to think of something that's more like a... almost like a hermity name. Something you'd think of when you come out with... let's just go with that. No, not that. Not false. Dear God, that works. Cool. So I always do World Tier 2. This time around, I am actually going to show you the effects of the customization on the world and the cutscenes. I think they did an excellent job with it. So let's just give this a watch.
Sanctuary was never meant for humankind. It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells. Instead, it became a new battleground in this eternal conflict. A secretive group called the Haradrim has kept mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was. And Sanctuary's ancient creators have returned to claim the hearts of humankind. This is the story of their downfall.
As you can see, my fully customized character is apparent in the cutscene. And that brings us to the start of the game. Thanks for watching, guys.
Better shelter before I freeze.
Have a good one. Peace.